What's up, guys? My name is Alex Venegas and I'm super excited to share my transformation story. This is my journey, how health and fitness changed my life completely. Now I'm sharing this with you guys, so if anyone can relate, I hope this helps. So my story goes back to since I was in middle school and junior high. I've always been a very skinny kid. I had a fast metabolism. I could eat whatever I wanted and I gained a single pound. I was in pretty good shape. I played soccer, I played football, and I ran track. So I had solid abs at the time, so I was pretty confident in myself. Now, fast forward, in high school, that's when things shifted. My sophomore year, I ended up getting 2 surgeries, one for my appendix and one from an infection from the appendix, which at the end ended up leaving me with a 6-inch scar running down my belly button and 2.5-inch incisions, one on my left and one on my right. My abdomen was completely destroyed, and so was my confidence. Now, thankfully, I had my mom and my family to kind of help me get back from the surgery, which was a pretty low point. I was in the hospital for 2 months. I weighed probably the lowest, under 95 pounds. So definitely a low point for me. But like I said, I ended up getting myself back into it. But then I fell back into those habits again. I was eating whatever I wanted, not taking care of myself at all. But I was still skinny. When people looked at me, in my neck, my face, my arms, I was still the skinny kid. But they didn't realize that my abs were gone. And when I took off my shirt, I really wasn't happy with myself. People used to tell me, "Oh, you're so lucky to be skinny," but I didn't see what people saw in me. When I saw myself in the mirror, I felt disgusted. I didn't like what I saw, but I never talked about it with anybody. I kind of just pushed it to the side and said I need to focus on school and work and figure out what I'm gonna do. And that's what I did. And fast forward into college, I ended up moving out with a buddy of mine. I was going to school and working full time. And during these 2 years, I felt like I was just kind of cruising. And at the end of those 2 years, I ended up going through a very rough breakup, which led me to some bad decisions. I ended up, getting myself fired from the job that I had. I still had bills and rent to pay. So I ended up running through my savings, trying to figure out how I was going to do it. And eventually I ended up having to move back to my parents' house. This is another low point for me, but I did have something positive come in. I had a friend of mine who came in and introduced me into weight training and weightlifting. It was more to kind of get over the breakup, which had helped. I was, building muscle, trying to, build some confidence, but for some reason I was still not happy with myself. And then, a year and a half later goes by. I'm working paycheck to paycheck. I'm still at my mom's house, and for some reason I'm still flat broke. I had no savings. I had $20 to $30 in my check-ins at a time and felt I was lost in life. I felt I had no direction where I was going, and I was really unhappy with myself. And then one night, I was in my mom's living room. I was, going online, researching or, looking up videos, trying to distract myself from all the crap that I was going through. And that's when I came across a video with a guy who started talking about mental health and how we don't focus enough on our mental health. We focus on our appearance, weight loss, and muscle gain, but never actually on our mental health, our happiness. And that's when it kind of hit me. A year and a half later, I've been working on my body, but not once did I ever work on my mental health. And I started doing more research. I started going online, and I did something I never shared with anybody, and at the time I was ashamed of, but now I'm very proud of. I was flat broke, but with the little money I had, I hired a life coach. Not a trainer, but a life coach. I ended up hiring a 6-week life coach to help me with my finances, with my confidence, and with kind of direction of what the hell I was gonna do. And that's when, honestly, guys, after those 6 weeks, I had more clarity in my life than I did the prior 4 years. Things completely shifted for me. My approach, my mentality towards everything completely changed. And in return, things around me started to change. More opportunities began to come my way. Everything began to be more positive, and I began to be happy with myself. 4 years later, I have been now blessed to live close to the beach. I put myself into a financial stability where I can go and pursue my career, and I've never been as happy as I've been now. And it all came from focusing on my mental health. That's it. Not just my appearance, but my mental health. And guys, things have never been the same. I encourage you guys to focus on your mental health as much as you focus on your physical appearance, and things will be different. That's my story. That's how everything came about. And guys, all I can ask from you guys is one thing, is just to share this. Share this with somebody. Tag a buddy, tag a friend. If it can reach one person and it can motivate one person, then I know this would be worth it. Guys, my name is Alex Venegas. This is my story. Thank you so much.